better get to school, man. I'll see you when you get home, Holmes. Good luck on your essay. How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of Trailmakers Creations by ThatDomGuy. Today's episode, we are back in the danger zone. First thing we're going to be taking a look at, it's kind of a bizarre build that I attempted. Wanted to see if I could make a stabilizer with no heli engines, so no doing it the easy way. No gimbals, just thrusters, but I wanted to put all the thrusters down below the seats. As you can see here, this is called the the steampunk pony, and you can kind of see why. It's sitting here doing this little galloping thing. But it kind of looks kind of steampunky, how everything's in the top and all the thrusters are down here in the bottom. So I actually have my angle sensors and the speed sensors that are facing downwards are all connected to these steering hinges underneath. So if I start rocking back, it angles my thrusters backwards to stop me from going backwards. So it's kind of a gimbal jet vector control on the thrusters on the bottom. So we can see we have a couple of small propellers on here as well. That's just to bring me down. And all my thrust is down on the bottom black platform as well down here with the thrusters that are facing down. Well, let's jump on and have a look-see. See how it behaves. As you can see why it's called the pony when it's near the ground like this. It wants to rock all over. But we'll just hit the space bar. Get up in the air. As you can see, that wants to automatically adjust itself. WASD, or just W and S, I guess. And left control brings you down. Yep, just by pushing W, we'll move you forward this way, and you can see I'm staying in the air. Simply by those downward, the speed sensors triggering those thrusters down at the bottom. And my angle sensors triggering my hinges to, as you can see, if I start going forward, it'll actually tip my thrusters forward to try and counter me moving forward. If I go backwards, it'll tip backwards. Again, unfortunately, a bit of the shake in there. It's hard to find a happy medium, especially when your weight, center of weight is this high above your actual thrust. Yeah, I thought that was a good experiment, good test to see if you could actually stabilize something just with thrusters. No use of heli engines or anything like that for just large thrusters, small thrusters. We've got kind of a cool platform. Flying around, totally landable. Left control again takes it down. Totally hovers on its own. Totally landable. Just take it out to the aircraft carrier. Nice thing as well, when you're pushing W to go forward, it kind of tips it up slightly, so it keeps you from dropping down ever so slightly. That 0.1 that the speed sensors are set to. Almost 100 kilometers an hour. Our steampunk pony. Come to our landing spot here, start slowing down. Bring her down. There goes the pony. Yeah, yeah. So yep, steampunk pony. I'll be uploading that as of the upload of this video, so if you're interested in that or try and build something like that yourself. Alright, see what else we got. Alright, our next build is a viewer request. Someone asked me to build the CargoBob from GTA 5. Now, I don't play GTA, so but I went online and had a look. It's basically a heavy chopper, double-bladed. So that's what we've got here. You can see you've got some extra small wings added on to the extensions of the helicopter blades there, just for a little extra lift, as well as a few of them small helicopter engines on there. Got some small thrusters over top of the wheels, the landing gear as well. Got some stabilizers back here. This is a dual seater up front here, just in case someone wanted to come along for the ride. So we can jump in. Now the nice thing was, you probably saw this in the one of my previous videos where I showed you a little clip of this in the making. Asked what I should throw inside. One of the suggestions was missiles that drop down and engage once they hit a certain height, and then take off as missiles. So I thought that was a good challenge, and thought I'd try and build that. And this is what I came up with. So basically we have, let's hit number 1, engage stabilizers, spacebar will get us in the air, G will lift our gear. As you can see, we're pretty stable in the air, staying nice and flat. Now E opens up our cargo bay, and in our cargo bay we have 2 missiles slash torpedoes. They act as both. Not super accurate. Again, hard to get it to go straight once you drop it and it hits the water, and yeah, unless you've got it going hyper fast, you'll want to change directions as it goes. So I got it the best I could. They work actually pretty good as torpedoes when you drop them really close to the water. When you're up in the air like this, they will actually engage like missiles, and they're like super long range. So say if I were going for like the spawn area way over there, that's just at the top of my helicopter blades there. Say if we were going for that spawn area, then I would drop missile number 2. It engages once it falls at 30 kilometers an hour. And you can see what I mean by off to the side. And then it arcs down, and kapow! Nowhere near where we wanted it. Let's try our next one. So we'll go with the number 3. Drop it. And that one will engage. We'll follow that one in and see where it goes. And it's going up as well. See, it arcs up like that, and then it'll arc down. So again, really hard, almost impossible to control where that's going to land. Boom! So of course now we have no missiles, so we have to go back to the spawn point. Alright, so now let's try it as torpedoes. Let's say if there was something over there at the dock that we wanted to blow up. So we want to bring ourselves down to water level here. We want to open up our cargo bay. Drop torpedo number 1. Nice and low to the water here. It should engage about a meter above the water. Drop that one. It engages. Poof, there it goes. We'll go number 3 as well. That one engages as well. See, they go a lot straighter in the water as torpedoes. And if they don't hit anything, like that one heading to the beach there, it'll go right up on the beach until it hits something, and boom! This one, boom! Oh, we didn't even raise our gear. Yeah, this is totally landable as well. G drops your gear down. Just gotta feather the space bar. No problemo. Repair that. Alright, so we're going to bring this over to our other spawn point over here. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. Because our next build is going to wipe it off the face of the earth. So this is the Battle Mech 2020. I'll be uploading this to the shop as well as soon as I'm done this video. So if you're watching this, it's probably on the shop already. Alright, so as we can see here with this Battle Mech, we've got some cool new walking leg design that I came up with. You have it arched backwards this way. It looks better when it's actually walking. A couple of big cannons on the arms here, not to mention a couple of other cannons hidden on the body. You can see our cool cockpit here. See that it's raised up. get inside the cockpit. And this is a reinforced cockpit, so we'll hit E to close it up. Now we are secured inside. W and S control the arms up and down this way. Left shift is the firing of the big cannons, as well as the 2 cannons on his front shoulders there. They are offset. A and D will turn his upper body about 25 degrees. And we can still control the height of his hands while he's firing. So this thing does lots of damage to whatever's in front of it. Number 1 engages our walk. Now this is a completely gimbal-free walker. He actually walks quite well. And we can be doing mass devastation while he's walking. So as you can see, if you look at the legs here, the way the legs are actually working. Get his arms up out of the way there. So we have the back one that's angled up on 2 servos. The back piece of the leg gets raised up on that angle, thus lifting the foot. We have suspension underneath here, offset pistons. And that's how he walks. Actually walks very good. Nice and stable. Got the nice little floppy toes. Get a bit of a jaunty walk to him here. By pushing forward, he's got these thrusters on the back of his legs there. That doesn't necessarily give him any speed when he's walking on the ground, but walking at this rate, it could take you a while to get anywhere. So then that's why I decided, okay, you know what, we need to stop with the walking, we need to drop the arms down, and we need to hold the space bar, and we need to activate the jump jets. That will take us up where we need to go. So we're going to come over here and say hello to Mr. Helicopter. Now again, because you're using his arms as thrusters, he's got thrusters on his arms. You can just angle those forward a little bit. Come on. Dropping frames. This guy can actually drop from a decent height. He's got a lot of suspension on him. As you can see, doesn't necessarily break too bad. Get them arms forward. Let's get up over this rock. Over here to Mr. Helicopter. Walk over to this guy. Okay, buddy. Game over for you. Access denied. Whoa! Well, that is the Battle Mech 2020. He walks. He flies. He turns. He shoots. Oh yeah, and there's one more hidden weapon as well. If you hit N in his nose here, we got 3 cannons that pop up, which are really helpful when you're in flight mode. You got your jump jets on. Arms down, jump jets on. You still want to do some tacking while you're up like this. All you need to do is hit N, and that'll open up the front here, and that was automatically fire in a sequence of 3. So you can do some firing while you're hovering with your jump jets. That way you've got at least some attack mode while you're in the air as well. Close those up. Drop them down. them arms up and continue walking. So yeah, that was a pretty cool leg design. Ended up working pretty good. Took me about a week and a half to build this guy, get him, make sure that everything was working properly. We got cosmetics back here as well, some smoke coming out of there, some blue lights. And that is the end of this video, folks. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. As you can see, I read through them. And love your guys' suggestions. So, we will see you in the next one. Ciao.